Today, I want to talk about high performers, the highest performers in any industry or in any field. And what is it that separates the high performers from those that are just good at what they do? What gives them that edge, that X factor that makes their results not just 20% better, but 10x better? First thing that I often hear people say is, I just need to have a better mindset. Shayla teaches everything about mindset. Okay, that's not going to get it done. Just thinking your way to positivity or thinking your way to being more powerful or bold is not it. The way you get the performance is by making it habitual, by conditioning yourself to the being required to be a high performer. Let me show you what I mean. See, winners focus on winning, on growth, on learning obsessively. Losers focus on others, gossip, drama, what isn't working. We aren't just born winners with the focus on our goals and our future. It's a conditioned habit to not allow in gossip, politics, news, or things that are going to allow me to lose focus or weigh me down. That's a habitual way of thinking. Do you have a thought process that is habitual, that focuses on impact and focuses on growth and focuses on opportunity and abundance? Because if you practice that long enough, it will become habitual. Some people tell me, I need to get better with people, or I need to be more bold, or have better scripting. No, you've got to make it habitual in the way you interact with people, the way you listen, the way you stay open-minded and curious, the way you shine your love and light on others rather than being stuck in your head. You've got to stay in that learning long enough with intention so that it becomes habitual, that that's just the way you are. See, the reason that I can coach and I can mentor is because I believe every one of these skills is learnable. Nobody is just born with this exceptional talent and they're the only special ones that can be a high performer. I think high performance is available to all of us, but we have to dedicate ourselves to mastery. We have to become obsessed with growth and personal growth within our being so that we have those habitual patterns of a high performer, of a champion, of an exceptional human being. So I find that there's 4 things that high performers do. And one of those is that they are high energy people. They generate energy wherever they go. They choose the energy they are going to have within their day. And no matter what circumstance or situation they walk into, they are intentional about creating, generating, and moving energy in the room. You know those people. They walk in the room and you can feel the presence. You can feel the enthusiasm or the love or the confidence radiating from them. So high performers make it habitual that they tune their energy. They also make choices about how much sleep they get, how much coffee they drink. Do they consume alcohol? What are the things that are going to aid them in having that pristine, beautiful, attractive energy that allows them to connect and attract and effortlessly achieve their goals or create relationships? High performers generate energy. The second thing is they operate with clarity. A high performer is constantly asking themselves, what do I really want? What is my intention for this meeting? What outcome am I looking to influence in the situation here? So many people walk around the world unconscious, and they're reacting to what the stimulus are versus being proactive. How do they want to be in relationship or in a situation? Or are they going to be in a learning state, in an open state, in a focused state? They've got intention and clarity about why they're doing what they're doing. A high performer knows what their motive is. And often the motive is pure. It is others focused. It is about creating a win-win. I believe that high performers by nature are givers, not takers. And they are showing up with intentionality to give, to find opportunities to serve, but most definitely walking into every opportunity awake and conscious and having pre-thought through those scenarios and situation. A high performer is productive. The average American squanders at least an hour on social media every single day, and most 4 hours or more on TV every evening. Can you imagine how much lost productivity goes to distractions and things that aren't moving the needle, that aren't efforts of impact, that aren't in alignment with goals and growth and impacting other people's lives? You can either be active or you can be productive. And just being active or busy for busyness' sake does not get the job done, does not create outstanding results, does not even create growth. But 1 hour of focused productivity multiplied by 5 days a week, 12 months a year, you pick up an extra month in a 12-month calendar just by saving 1 hour a day and re-guiding that to productive activities. So my question is, what are those efforts of impact? What are we doing to just check the box, to say that we did the thing, that we made the call, that we showed up to the thing, versus an effort that actually creates impact, that influences people, influences a feeling, creates an outcome or an impact that you're looking to create? Productivity is huge, which is why I designed the Catalyst Planner with Todd Bookspan, because if everyone just came up with a top 3 every day that was aligned to their bigger and broader goals, and every day you walked in saying, I've got my top 3, and you just attacked your top 3, and you win by noon, the profound productivity that will come from that is huge. But what I find is most people, including me, until 2 years ago, don't have a framework or a process for how they sift through the noise, for how they plan, prepare, organize, or prioritize what really matters. What is going to be the effort of impact today? Finally, high performers practice self-awareness. They walk in with clarity. They walk in with a top 3. They have purpose around their day. And then they're constantly thinking, how could I have improved? How did I show up? Where am I being reactive versus proactive? Where can I learn from other people? How can I actually be coachable? Where do I need to ask for feedback? Where am I getting stuck in my own loop, in my own story? Where am I living in fiction versus facts? Where am I bumping into a limiting belief and continuing to get stuck over and over and over again? I practice self-awareness through journaling every single day. And my most productive, highest growth years have come when I've committed to journaling, to taking time with myself and for myself to think about my ideal life, my vision, my goals, and the way that I'm showing up for my children, for my husband, for the people I lead, for my broader community, because I want my life to matter. I don't want to waste time. I don't want to be average or mediocre at anything. Average sucks. The only way that I'm going to keep sharpening the saw is by practicing self-awareness and by hanging around people that stretch me, that have skills that I don't have, that think bigger than me. And that's really helpful to gain self-awareness in the company of other people. So wherever you are with these 4 things, we can all improve and we can lean in to the point that they become habitual, to the point that journaling becomes habitual, to the point that having your Catalyst Planner and doing a top 3 and knocking off those top 3 and being productive, not active or busy, becomes habitual, to generating energy to raising up our own energy, getting into a state, an emotionally heightened state that connects and moves and makes life more joyful. And finally, we can all be more habitual about having clarity and being intentional about what we do, not just going through the motions, but having that presence, having that power, and showing up with love, open-heartedness, and service. I believe you can be a high performer, the best of the best. Thank you for listening, and let's get after it.